Trimuel. I am your hair loss specialist here today. Today we're going to be talking about dandruff and how it affects you, some of the causes of dandruff, how to treat dandruff. I have a guest today, Mrs. Francesca Griffin.
Hi.
She actually has been experiencing some of these issues that we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to hop into it. And hopefully these tips can help someone out there, okay? Give you a little bit of background about myself. I have been in the hair industry over 20 years.
Yes.
I am a hair loss specialist, a wig maker, and I have a background in biology. And so I've been in this, I have been in this business over 20 years, but I've been in this location here in Hinesville almost 6 years. So what we specialize in hair loss, treatments, custom wig making, hair oils that stimulates hair growth, vitamins as well. And so all of those play a great part in taking care of your hair, taking care of your scalp, and actually empowering the everyday woman. And so we're gonna talk to Miss Francesca Griffin, and I'm gonna ask her some questions in reference to how long she's been going through having dandruff, and how long, well, they're gonna edit all this, but how long she's been going through it, and treatments that we can actually help to slow it down and prevent it. Okay, so how long have you been experiencing?
So it's probably been, oh my God, I would say maybe 6 or 7 years if I was being completely honest. I'm not sure what triggered it. I do remember, and this is just something for everyone to just be careful about. I remember I was a mentor, and I had did a little girl's hair with my own stuff. And I honestly, you don't think about having your own barbicide and stuff like that, which is why you should let people professionally do your hair. And I didn't clean my stuff, and I didn't have a problem. I don't believe I've had a problem with it before then. Now, I don't want to say that I completely blame it on that, but I noticed my problems right after that time that I shared my brushes and combs. So that's something we'll figure this out in our process, but that's something to be weary to, sharing your stuff, because I honestly don't know before then, me having dandruff, and I've tried many ways, to solve the problem. Anything that you could really find on Google. So it really takes a professional, like Kenya, to kind of help you navigate it and work it out, because it's been a long journey, and I just got with her maybe 7-8 months ago.
Yeah, and it's definitely a process, guys. Going back to what she just said about sharing combs and brushes, guys, you have to really make sure that your hair tools are clean. I know sometimes we get built up in our combs and we don't think nothing of sharing it with someone else, but those microbes that are on your comb is your microbes. You know what I'm saying? They go with your body. So when you letting someone else use your comb or brush or exchanging them, then that's their microbes on that comb now. You see what I'm saying? And it's totally different from your makeup, which could trigger dandruff. So that could be one of the issues. Another issue could be improper diet. You gotta watch what you eat. You gotta be mindful of what you put in your body. Your pH levels could be out of whack, or equilibrium could be off with your pH, and so that can cause it. You could have a buildup of yeast in the body that causes dandruff. And what it really is, guys, is you have these sebaceous glands that are underneath your skin, and keep in mind that your scalp is your skin. It's all skin, okay? When you have these overactive sebaceous glands, what they're doing is they're secreting oil at a rapid rate. And what happens is you get a excessive amount of dandruff. You get big chunky flakes
Yes.
in your scalp. And I know sometimes it can be embarrassing. You can actually have it, on your coat, on your shirt. You don't even know about it.
So many times.
Yeah. Give me an example on your pillowcase, guys.
Literally, I'm a person that like kind of keeps protective salves, and I keep my hair done. And so every time I get my hair done, I have flakes. I mean, you can walk, you can see them on the floor. There's a little path or a little patch of where I was at. And, I've tried apple cider vinegar. I've tried the old school mane and tail. I've tried different solutions, and it wasn't until I met Miss Trimuel that I actually started seeing some results. So I don't eat right all the time. I probably could work on that a little bit. And so that's something that I plan on inducting into my lifestyle in 2022, is just eating right, to see if that makes any changes with my hair or my skin. But she has really just helped me starting to find a regimen and finding a solution to get it. Because I have those big, thick, they're thick but they're thin, caked up flakes. And they're, in various spots of my head. And I notice when I don't drink a lot of water, it's so much worse.
Okay, so you do notice that if you don't drink a lot of water, it's an increase.
Oh, it gets much worse.
It gets worse.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, and is your scalp itchy at all? Do you have any redness or soreness? Do you ever think that certain protective styles
hinder me?
Yeah.
I would definitely say that until I get like a true resolution, I probably need to wear things that have my scalp more open.
I agree.
I noticed that when my scalp is closed, I do itch more. Now, I've been having some itching with this. I'm wearing braids, as you can tell, but I
nice protective style.
Nice protective style. I chose, because of my scalp irritation, to get an anti-itch braid.
Okay.
I looked for that on the pack. Now, I think that it would have been fine had I not had dandruff, but I've still been having some itching.
Okay.
And it's purely because, just as tight as it was or whatever, I have those flakes coming in and I'm trying to get into those places. So I fell out. I forgot to renew my oil order.
Yes, you have to get that Row Heritage, girl, growth stimulator.
I've been out.
And we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about what's in it to kind of suppress the dandruff and suppress the itchy scalp and all of that later on. But we're going to continue to talk about her protective style and the type of hair that she's using for this protective style too. Can actually trigger, itchiness in that synthetic hair. And everybody knows that synthetic hair, when you get braids, it itches. It causes your scalp to itch. But the main thing you have to worry about is keeping your scalp clean. Using sea breeze as a cleaner. You can't really take your braids out. You spend a lot of money on your braids. You don't want to take your braids out to shampoo them, but you can actually get a nice squirt bottle with a nozzle on it and put that sea breeze in there and actually just go in between those braids and that scalp. Because keep in mind, guys, your scalp is your skin. You're going to treat it the same way you treat your skin. You want to treat your scalp the same exact way. So you can do that as a temporary cleanser until you can actually shampoo your scalp. And another technique that she used too was the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
You want to explain that? And
so I think it's by Cantu. And honestly, I haven't been able to find it since I got this style, because it was a good solution in the everyday rinse. Now, I've tried actual apple cider vinegar with the mother in it for like a wash, and I think because of the dandruff and the irritation from me scratching, it burned too much for it to be an asset to me. Like, it burned me. Now, I've seen plenty of videos where girls are using it and it's fine for them, but it burned my scalp.
Let me ask you a question. When it burns your scalp, did you scratch before?
Definitely.
Yeah, because if you've been scratching and digging, just like a relaxer.
Yeah.
If you've been scratching and digging a day or 2 days prior, once you put that chemical or that apple cider vinegar on your hair, it's gonna burn.
And who would, if I had come to a professional when I was trying to do that, I wouldn't have got burned. So I opted for a Cantu, and that was off the shelves. I'm not gonna lie to you. So maybe that's something that you can put in your development line. Because I've been looking for it for weeks, and that would be the only thing that I could put on. It was a rinse, so it was already broken down. It was all natural, and I would go in between my braids, as like you're saying with the sea breeze, and just add your oil. Actually, because I've been buying her oil for, I think it's been out a year and a half, right? So
about a year and a half.
Since she's had it, I've been buying it. I've used her oil with the apple cider vinegar rinse. That's, you know, not with the mother in it, just a regular rinse, and that was fine. But that real apple cider vinegar, something I watched on YouTube, like we all do, because that's what we're doing now. And I should have came to a professional. And so this is something that, you know, you have to come to somebody about. Just that, unless you know, old school, and you just know an old school remedy. But it takes a professional to that study the scalp to really help you. And it is a process, ladies. Like I said, I've been going through it for years. I got serious about it in this past year when she introduced me to the oil. I saw that it was helping, but it wasn't solved. Now I said, okay, let's have a conversation. So here we are having the conversation.
And I want to add something too. The apple cider vinegar, guys. It is a great rinse, and what it's doing is not only cleaning the scalp, it's actually normalizing that pH balance. So that's what it does. Once the body is a little bit too acidic, it has to bring it back down to a neutral level, and that's what apple cider vinegar does. Even if you take it internally as well, it balances your pH. So that's something that you can take with.
So maybe I can use what I have.
Left. So what I'm saying is, as far as a cleaner, it's okay to use the apple cider vinegar, but just don't scratch your scalp. 1 or 2 days before you know you're gonna do this rinse. Right. Another option for a cleanser would be the old school sea breeze, like we just talked about. And then once you clean your scalp, you want to go back behind it with a good oil that has fungal, antibacterial agents in it, to basically stimulate those hair follicles and also keep that sebaceous gland balanced, because that's really all it is. It's just overactive sebaceous glands that's producing oil, you know, rapidly and causing those flakes, a bunch of flakes. Okay, so I think that will be great for you. We are going to do a demonstration later on. We're going to take a look at her scalp and kind of show you what the dandruff look like, the flakes look like. I'm going to add our Royal Heritage Growth Stimulator oil to her scalp, but I'll show you how to use it. I'll show you what to do, what's in it, a little later on in the show. And so we will be back. Stay tuned. This is Voluminous Hair Clinic here in Hinesville. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after the break. Guys, we are back. Voluminous Hair Clinic here in Hinesville, Georgia, with my lovely guest, Mrs. Francesca Griffin here. Hi. And so what we talked about last time, before we went to commercial break, is we talked about dandruff and how it affects your lifestyle, and some treatments that you can use at home to kind of slow the process down, to get a control of it, possibly even stopping dandruff. And so my guest today, she suffers from dandruff. Like she said before, she's been coming to me for about maybe a year and a half now. She wears protective styles on the regular, but she noticed that when she wears protective styles that actually cover her scalp, the dandruff is a little bit worse, versus when she wears protective styles like this that she can actually get in her scalp, she can have a better control of the dandruff and be able to treat it. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom in a little bit and have you take a look at what I see. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some growth stimulator oil that has antibacterial ingredients in it to slow down the dandruff and to actually moisturize and stimulate hair growth at the same time, okay? So bear with me a second, we're gonna zoom in. And as you can see here, she has these little white flakes here. And what I am going to do, she has some over here. As you can see, what I am going to do, I am going to take down her ponytail and actually get in that scalp so you can actually see what I see here and how we're going to treat this, okay? Up a little bit. She got long hair, don't care, okay? So guys, take a look at that. You can actually see those flakes in there. Getting into that scalp really good. You see that, how it's caked up in there. Over this way for me. So all this right here, guys, is what we call dandruff. That's caused by overactive sebaceous glands. You see how it's piled up in her braids, but in a way, it's a good thing that she has these braids because she can actually get to it and get it under control, okay? What we talked about earlier before the break, we talked about her using apple cider vinegar rinse. Another option for her was the Sea Breeze, and like I said, with the Sea Breeze, you wanted to make sure you transfer it to a bottle with a nozzle, and with that nozzle, you just go in between the braids really good, get it saturated, open it up really good, get it really saturated in there, let it air dry, and then you want to come back with it with an oil, with the Royal Heritage oil that has the antibacterial agents in it to control that dandruff. So what I'm gonna do now, because her scalp has already been cleaned previously, I am just going to go and actually show you how to actually apply the oil, okay? So here is our Royal Heritage Growth Stimulator. It has that dropper, okay? And what you're going to be doing is, I'm going to bring this back a little bit. And so what I'm doing, guys, I'm actually just taking it and just dropping it in there like that. Okay? Just actually taking it, drop it in there like that. A lot of the clients that I do this technique on, this treatment on, they might experience a little bit of tingling, which is a good thing. Just keep in mind, we have fungus in the scalp, and this particular oil, like I said, is antifungal and it's antibacterial. So if you feel a little tingling in the scalp, it's good. It's actually treating that fungus and treating that bacteria that's in your scalp, okay? And so guys, once you add the oil in, you just want to take your finger and you just want to massage it in really good, okay? Really good. And I was supposed to put on gloves, but I skipped that step today. Forgive me. I've been doing this a while, so. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna and what I'm doing, I'm just kind of just showing you how to apply it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to zoom in a little bit and show you as you can see where these dandruff is. Okay. And so I'm just going to drop that oil right up in there. Massage that in. How does that feel?
Oh my God, I feel so good. I'm telling you, you gotta read your oil, guys. If you're gonna buy something store-bought, you're not gonna buy Royal Heritage, please read the bottle, because I've bought oils that actually made my hair itch more, and it didn't actually get into my scalp. It made it worse. So read the bottle.
I'm going to reiterate what she just said. What she just said. You always want to read your bottle. You always want to read the ingredients. You want to fact check things, guys. It's important to fact check. Google is an open encyclopedia. It's free. So just check your ingredients, know what's in your product, and that will help your results be more effective, okay? And so this is all you do, guys. And when you use this product, you are not supposed to rinse this product out. You want to use this product every single day. The more you use it, the better the results are. If you find that the flakes are a little more excessive, it's time to shampoo it. Matter of fact, you're supposed to be shampooing it once a week anyway. But if you can't shampoo it once a week, go back to that apple cider vinegar rinse or the sea breeze, okay? You always want to start off with a clean surface.
Trying to just lay on there, and then you don't actually feel them getting in your scalp. That's when you could feel
Thick stuff. It'll last you a while.
it's saturated. It's getting in there, it's not just sitting on the
Right.
Oh, that definitely feels different. Wait, get over there and start. I'm not serious. Hallelujah.
And guys, that was our quick tutorial on how to apply the Royal Heritage Growth Stimulator.